What's going on, guys? Back with another commentary style video today. First time racing 8th mile at Wild Horse Pass. Potentially might not be racing here much longer. This is round 1 of Pro. Our time runs went well. We were 12 on the tree. Our last hit in Pro Eliminator. Feeling good, feeling confident as always. About 6:59. The wind was coming and going, so I was keeping the door open every pass. Just getting used to doing that. Gonna be windy potentially at the Spring Fling in Vegas, so I want to be ready for that. Dialed about the same as our opponent. We caught him early, ripped it 4 times. We go one over with a 4. And that moved us straight into Super Pro round number 1. Had a truck, pretty quick. Tops putting us in the water. That dude's a stud. If he had brought the Roadster out, that's who I would have raced in the final, I'm telling you. He dominates 8th mile. I tend to do pretty well too. It just suits our style of racing. Car runs really consistent. These small blocks really like the bottom end. Dialed down 1 to a 6:58. It was hot this weekend. Got up to about 100 degrees out on the asphalt. Track temp had to be about 120. Got a good look over at the opponent. Talked to him after he made a slight mistake. He had no crosstalk and we had a whole bunch of room. Just got rid of what we need to do. 5 above. That moved us right into Pro round number 2. Running a sportsman car. He's dialed 750. We dialed up 661. Air was getting worse though. I thought it was getting a lot worse than it was. To be honest, we were holding here. We had a few in the bank. We've raced this guy a few times and normally we play it pretty honest. So this time we said, let's just go for it. Drive it aggressive, see what we can do. Ultimately, it's practice for the Spring Fling in Vegas, you never know. With wind conditions as they are and gonna be running Pro Eliminator, sometimes those finish lines can be a tad large and you definitely have to be ready to get rid of it. I don't get to chase too often, so I really wanted some practice here. We're feeling really good, feeling confident. Trying to be 20 or better on the tree here. Not trying to be a hero, just trying to be good. And neither of us wanted to go in. I had a feeling this would happen. We ripped it. We hit it better than we needed to. We rolled up on them. Got rid of what we needed to. Pretty much just like the last round, we were 8 Hun above. Killed it pretty early. Unfortunately, no Super Pro that round. We had to race Davey Johnson. It was a great race. I'm bummed my camera died. It didn't turn on. This is round 3 of Pro. We got the Ford Lightning truck. Thing's pretty tricked out. It's awesome. Runs pretty quick too. I caught Pops in. Looked like there was a rock or a cigarette butt. I couldn't really tell what it was. Didn't want to do a big burnout and go over it and pick it up. Track temp was so hot. It was getting greasy. The last thing we needed was me getting into something like that. Feeling good. Told myself I didn't need to chop the tree down here. Dialed up to a 62. The rest of this video will be Super Pro after this, put it that way. We make a pretty big error here. Once again, I was pretty convinced that the 60 foot was going to slow down more than it was, or more than it did. Hit the tree good. Had a 20 advantage here. Picked him up. Got rid of it so late. Walked it once over the finish line because I lost my track position. We break out by 1,000. Pretty unfortunate way to lose, but that's racing. So now we rolled up round 3. Super Pro. We got the altered, dialed 490. The Mr. Hyde. And this thing's quick. We were gonna have to pick him up early, that's for sure. We were gonna drive it. We dialed down 1 to a 61. Wasn't sure where we were at. To be honest, the track was really good. The track stayed way better than I anticipated. 60 foots were not varying much at all, even though the track temp was continuing to go up. This is when the wind started to come in just a little bit. You know, 3 to 5 mile an hour. In the 8th mile, how much is it worth? That's the big thing. That wild horse, who knows? Got a good look at him. Try to put it in nice and sweet. You can hear the brakes squeaking. Ripped it. Hit it good. We picked him up early. He turned it red. We didn't care about the red light. We watched him the whole way. We go 660 with a 6 on the 661. That was a big round for us. That was huge because that gave us a full time run. Got to run it out the back door. So now we got Feaster rolling up. Semifinals. This is the semifinals. We got Feaster. Guy had a great day. Took out Billy Kid the round prior to that. We were ready. Dialed down to a 659. My dad doing the water for the other guy. Who does that? Who does the water box for your opponent? I appreciate it. That's my dad. We're feeling good. Feaster won the toss. He put us in the right lane. We don't mind it. We took the bye run over there, so we were good. Feaster was dialed fast, dialed in the 570s. We're dialed 659. Had to adjust some mirrors. We were gonna pick him up early, that's for sure. We had a game plan set, and we were gonna stick to it. Wind started to die right here. Put it in nice and sweet. Wanted to make sure we saw him. Took our time. My hands were sweaty, man. That full suit, that car with the T-tops, it was hot. We hit the tree pretty good. That was our worst light of the day, but we hit the tree pretty good there. We go 659 with a 6. Dead on with a 6. We gave him the stripe by 5 thou. Final round. We got the left lane. Running against Leroy Duran. 490 dragster. He was killing it all day. Was throwing down some real good packages. So we dialed to a 661. Dialed up 2 from the 59. Said just give it all we've got. Pick him up, see him. Get rid of what we need to. This was a good round for us. Our lights all day varied 11 thou. Played with the box a whole bunch. Thanks to Ryan Giacone for lending it to us. Stuck this bad boy in at 9 o'clock the night before and worked out for us. Once again, dialed 61. Cleared the old girl out. We're always taking our time for the final. We're always enjoying it. This was our 5th final round of the year. Put it in, got a good look. We ripped the tree. Picked him up before the 330 and just lifted. Dead on with a 7. 23 total in the final. It was a pretty great day. I hadn't watched this yet. This is pretty cool. I just got down there and lifted. He was way behind. I didn't even hit the brake. I really should have, because we went dead 7, but really appreciate my dad and Bill out there. Needed the crew. They hooked it up. It always helps having people to talk to in the lanes and getting a little bit of information. Had a real good day. If you stuck around this long, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, guys. Take it easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that.